Last time, inquired about if I can recommend good schools in the KSA, and also Sister Zahra from Malaysia today inquired about schooling in Dubai, where the big shots send their kids, but it's an Arabic school, etc. To me, the story is entirely different. I do look at it this way. If I have an access to send my kids to the best American schools, but they will not be in the good company, they will not be raised properly, their colleagues will be bragging about their Jaguar, about their different types of cars and mobile phones and expensive pens. This pen is like $1,000 or whatever. I'm not going to put my kid in this school, even if I can afford it. Even if I can afford it. And I would like, if I have time, to explain how Umar ibn Abdul Aziz, whose title is the fifth rightly guided caliph, who was a descendant of the great Khulafa, how he was treated when he was a child. And this is what led him to be a righteous Khalifa. If we would like our children to be righteous people in the future and to be leaders of this ummah, it is not about the international school. Look for a school which would teach, along with the science and math and English or language and whatever, most importantly the deen and the akhlaq and the manners. It is so sad that we spend tens of thousands to send our kids abroad, or to invite private tutors to teach either piano classes or whatever. Any of this nonsense. And very few people think of hiring a sheikh, not just a hafiz to make my son know how to read the Quran so that we have an Ameen party and Bismillah party and celebrate all of that. No, all of that is not sufficient. Can you hire an educator, a person who would raise your children and teach them the deen, not only in the books, how to behave, how to act, how to walk in the street, how to deal with others, how to deal with elders, with people who are younger than you, with your colleagues, the Islamic etiquette in every fashion. Al-Umara, the princes and the Khulafa used to do that, would hire people to educate their children. This is what we need. So if there is an Islamic school, but it is not very famous, and it is not, you don't have to pay $20,000 a year, humble school, that's perfectly fine. I would love to send my kids in it. I told you, I met many people who were born and raised in Saudi Arabia. Their parents were living and working there. Somebody who's 24, 28 years old, and they do not know an Arabic word. They lived their entire life in Arabic countries. They don't know any Quran, they do not know an Arabic word. So I asked, how come? He said, because I have been always in English schools. Have been always in English schools. This is wrong. And similarly, sending my kids because I can afford it to the school where they have big shots and so on, that too is wrong. If my goal is to go to Al-Jannah and save my children and go to Al-Jannah, then I should choose the place and the environment which would teach my children how to be good Muslims, moderate people, not brag about their positions versus others. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us to what's best. So I cannot name a school. You look for a school that fits this criterion, because this is where you will be saved and your children will be saved.